have you had intercourse with anyone other than your husband since marrying him? Mario, you're convinced that the man on that tape is her ex?
Yes.
Right? Christine's ex?
Yeah, 100%.
100%?
No doubt.
How do you know? Because I listened to that tape, and I couldn't tell doodly squat about it, and I've probably listened to it 10 times.
Well,
so what are your powers of hearing that you have that I don't have?
Well, first of all, I wasn't there that day. When I put it in there, there was nothing on there, and then I come home and there's something on there.
So you're 100% sure?
100% sure.
Wow, so you got caught then?
Caught doing what?
Having sex with your ex on tape.
According to him, but I wasn't having sex with anyone on a tape.
What caused you to plant that recorder in there? Why are you doing that?
One day I came home, and my neighbor came over and said, "Your wife doesn't deserve you." And I looked at her, and she says, "Your wife doesn't deserve you." And I had my running around days, too. She threw her hands up. I later found out that her ex moved right behind our house, and the neighbor had told me that she was basically running around on me.
So your neighbor ratted her out?
The neighbor, I spoke with the neighbor, and the neighbor said that she never said that. That wasn't a conversation that they had, that he twisted her words. She was discussing with him about our previous people who lived in our home, that we bought it from.
So she never said that you didn't deserve me?
Nope.
You
She
said that on
basically
tape.
told me, and I have it on tape from her, that says that she believes that you don't deserve me, and I need to run as fast as possible from you.
You taped your neighbor?
Yes. And I had no, we were together having a conversation, and I asked her, "Can you tell me about the time when Mario and you spoke about me?" I said, "Because I don't understand what's going on." And she said, "Okay." She's like, "Your husband came over to my house and started questioning me and asking me, 'Do you see any weird activity going on around here?'" And she says, "No." Then they started talking a conversation.
She came to me and told me right in front of my driveway, "You were running around." That's the truth.
That's what you heard her say?
She said it right to me.
Well, you heard things on that tape, too, that I didn't hear, so I'm just wondering if you heard things there. Are y'all taping me now? Because I'm taping you. Okay? These cameras, I'm taping y'all. You actually got her to take a lie detector test about all this, right?
Yes.
Now, I would think she wouldn't do that if she was guilty of something.
It took her 2.5 years to get it done.
2.5 years to get it done. It took you 2.5 years to talk her into taking a lie detector test?
Yes.
Well, it'd take me a hell of a lot longer than that to talk my wife into taking one. I can tell you for sure. But why did you do it?
I did it to vindicate myself and prove the truth.
Okay, so you took a lie detector test, and what did they ask you?
They asked if he drew up the questions, and they had asked if I had had any affairs or slept with anyone during our marriage. The answer was no. It came out right. He asked if specifically he named names. Each question was a name of a man that he had a suspicion of. There were 3 or 4. Including my exes. I said no to all those, and I passed.
Okay. So she passed the lie detector test. You think she rigged the test?
I believe something happened on the test. I think there's just no way she should have passed that test. When I hear that tape, it's not me.
So, because you told us you think she rigged, and I put it in quotes, that she rigged the test somehow, that she got him to fake it, or...
Well, I don't know if the guy asked the right questions.
You wrote the question.
Yeah, but I wasn't in the room when she took it. At first, we were told we could be in the room, but she didn't even want me there.
No, you told me that I was not allowed to know the name of the person that was giving me the test. I wasn't allowed to know the address, the phone number. I wasn't to contact this person, and I went right along with it. And the gentleman had said that they don't allow anybody in there during the testing anyway. So I would have had somebody in there, but they don't allow it.
Right.
Well, what caused the suspicion was I had contacted, after she took the test, we had called to ask for the charts because I wanted to have them reviewed. I had contacted at least 20 or 30 lie detector experts, and they had told me that they usually keep the charts from 1 to 5 years. And this guy destroyed the charts in less than 7 days. We were offering to pay for the charts. We were offering to have them reviewed. He wouldn't allow
Wait a minute. You wrote the questions. You got the lie detector, the polygraph examiner. She didn't know who it was until you took her there. She didn't know the address. She didn't know the name. She didn't know anything about it. You took her there cold, put her in the room. She took the test. She passed the test. And then you said she rigged it somehow. How did she rig it?
That's what I'm here to find out. To me, it's really, that's not me on that tape.
Well, you also say that tape that you're talking about, that you gave a full transcript for, we actually sent that tape out and had it reviewed. We had Doug Carner. He's the president of Forensics Protection Incorporation, and he spent hours and hours and hours evaluating this tape. And Doug, what did you discern from the tape? He had a whole transcript of what he heard on the tape. What did you hear on the tape?
Because of the brevity of the tape and the poor quality, the results were scientifically inconclusive, but close. we can say with a statistical probability that it is Mario's voice on that recording. But it was below the threshold that we require to say absolutely.
Okay, so we gave you a voice print of him from the interviews that we had done with him. You use that as a control reference. You match that to the vowel sounds, because you couldn't really make out words, but vowel sounds and patterns on the tape. And although it was inconclusive, you say that there's a strong
probability, yes.
There's a high probability that that's him on the tape.
Correct.
Okay. Now, have you ever met this gentleman?
Nope, never met
I
him.
assume not, because I've never met him. And I just met you.
He probably thinks I'm sleeping with him, though.
Yeah. So, but this is
Get me in
Doug Carter
trouble with
here.
my wife.
Don't worry, I won't.
You don't think she knows him, do you?
No.
Okay. And he's a professional that, I mean, they used every tool available. The sophistication that they bring to breaking this down is scary, actually. And he's saying it's so bad that you can't get a transcript from it. There's no way you could do it with a naked ear. And that if there is any indication at all, it's that it's you on the tape. So what do you say about that?
Well, did you guys hear the part where it says, put your hands down?
We did not attempt to try and hear what the words specifically were. We were looking at it at a data level, not at a word level.
Do you that much want her to be guilty? Is it that important to you for her to be guilty? Because I don't get it. It seems like
It's not that I want her to be
if you're
guilty.
wrong, you're really screwing up. If you're right, you're really screwed.
You totally think that I accused you knowing that that was me on the tape.
I don't know what's going on in your head, but it's not normal right now.
Okay, well, I want to review some of the allegations that he has made against you. And we kind of put it together here for everybody to see. All right, Mario says Christine was having an affair with both of her exes. Christine says she was not having an affair with either ex. Mario says he has Christine on tape having sex with her ex. Christine says it's her and Mario on the tape. Mario says Christine was giving massages behind his back. He noticed the massage table moved and he found money in her pocket. Christine says she wasn't giving anyone massages. Mario says she got dressed up to go see her ex. Christine says she got dressed up because she had plans with a girlfriend. Now, according to Christine, Mario accused her of cheating when she moved out. She says she thought Mario was the one cheating because of the way he was accusing her. So you guys have a very different way of seeing this. It's like there's no middle ground there at all, right?
Correct.
Okay, well, next we're going to find out why Christine says he's the one who can't be trusted in this marriage, not her. With Brad.
Yeah, I'm going to say that maybe he might be cheating because this level of paranoia is just bizarre. It's unnatural. And the fact that he's so obsessed with her cheating, I feel like it's not uncommon for a person to be that way when they are the ones who's actually cheating. It's weird, this line of questioning he gave to the neighbor, and then Christine says the neighbor told her the exact opposite. It's weird that he forced his wife to take a polygraph test and spent 2 years pushing her to do it. She finally does it, passes, and he says, no, that's not right. She faked it somehow. He needs Dr. Phil to figure out how she faked these results. I don't know what the hell is going on with this man, but it's a problem.
He's so occupied by his accusations. That's all a relationship's about now.
Her behavior is very suspicious. She would always say, I'm going to the library to use a computer there. Why would you go to the library? We have a computer here. One day, she said she was going out jogging. I told her, I was looking for you. I couldn't find you.
What hurts me the most is all the time and effort I put into this, how faithful I'd been. I don't deserve this.
Okay, now Christine says that her husband has been accusing her of cheating since they got married 8 years ago. She says that you have actually followed her around the house playing that alleged tape with the kids in the same room.
That's not true.
She says that you constantly call her and text her to find out what she's doing, that you record her phone conversations, you planted a voice recorder in her purse. Did you do that?
Yes, after the tape.
She says you come by her apartment, you hide in the bushes, and you accuse her of sleeping with a person.
Always making accusations, yet you do the same stuff.
Did you
come to my house drunk, you key my car, you do that stuff. What,
Oh,
that's
no.
a denial
No,
too?
no, no, no. No. You were
That's the
standing
guy?
on my side of my place in the bushes in the tree and didn't speak. I thought I was in the Halloween movie because you just stood there.
Did you put a tracker on her phone?
Put a tracker on her phone, but it was only for about 30 days because she changed her number.
I changed my number 8 times.
You changed her number one
I changed
time.
it so you would stop harassing me.
Did you take the hinges off the doors to prevent her from sleeping behind another closed door?
I took the door off so we can continue to try to talk. I was trying to get to the bottom of the tape.
So you took the door off the hinges so you could facilitate dialogue?
That tape was driving me nuts. And
Well,
I
I'm
just
asking
wanted-
you. She was going in another room, shut the door, leave me alone, so you took it off the hinges so you could keep talking?
Yes, I wanted to try to get to the bottom
Come
of
on,
this
doesn't
tape.
that sound a little crazy?
That tape was driving me nuts. Why do you think I wrote the show? It
Well,
was
I think
driving me nuts.
But did it do it? Did it drive you nuts? I mean, come on. You're planning stuff. You're standing outside her apartment. You're taking doors off of hinges so she can't get away from you. Does this sound normal to you?
That tape really drove me nuts. It did. I'm not lying. I mean, I got
But let me tell you, there's
depression medicine.
something wrong with your thinking if you heard everything on that tape you say you heard, because you didn't hear all of that. I'm telling you, you didn't hear all that. I listened to the tape. We hired an expert that spent 20 hours breaking the tape down. You didn't hear all of that on the tape. You filled it in what you thought it was saying. You filled it in what you were afraid it was saying. You didn't hear all of that on the tape. I'm telling you, nobody else will tell you the truth. She'll argue with you. People go, well, I don't know. I'm telling you, you didn't hear that on the tape. You got to snap out of it, buddy. You didn't hear that on the tape. You can't hear all of that on that tape.
The tape recording is my proof Christine had an affair.
Because he's so paranoid and constantly bugging me about cheating, I started to think, well, maybe he's doing it. Maybe he's the one cheating. One night, I got a phone call from a girl who told me, your husband is an Mara had an affair with another woman. She called a couple other times to give me details, hours upon hours of details of our house, our layout, the remodeling we were doing. She knew that I was going to school. She knew where our church was. She attended our church because my husband invited her. For months, he denied that anything was going on.
I was emotionally beaten up by Christine's affair, and a woman came on to me. I had an affair because I was angry that she had had affairs. I was seeking revenge.
I told him, there's no point in retaliating when you don't even have the facts straight. I felt deceived, humiliated. I lost complete trust in him.
I did it because I wanted her to feel the same pain. I just wanted her to feel what I was feeling.
Okay, so let me get this right. The only one we know for sure has cheated would be you.
Yeah, I admitted it. I didn't deny it.
You denied it at first. It took you a while to admit it. And actually, the woman had to call me to tell me.
Right when she called, I
Should've
told you
told
I
me.
did. And
Should've
I told
never
you I
done it.
would have told you. You needed to
Would've.
get through school.
Our agreement from the beginning was you tell me.
You know what?
If you
I
have
said
the
I was
feeling.
sorry and I meant it.
No, you did, because you had other affairs. You just admitted to me 4th of July weekend that you had other affairs. And you wanted to clean out your closet just in case you were harassing me too much, to be honest.
No, had nothing to do with harassment.
Yep.
So how many affairs have you had?
I only had the
Honestly.
2, and that was it.
Just the 2?
Yes.
I've had 0.
Well, why would a neighbor tell me that you
Neighbor
were running
didn't tell you
around?
that.
Well, wait a minute. We'll get back to the neighbor in a minute. But this just sounds to me, first off, I think you are not hearing what you think you're hearing on this tape. I've said that. I don't know what it says. I really don't know. I know nothing about that tape. But what we do know is that you've cheated twice.
Yes.
That you admit to.
Yeah, I did.
And that just sounds to me astoundingly hypocritical.
But that's not what it was. When I came home and my neighbor had told me that, I mean, the signs, she never went to malls. Never went to a mall. And then she takes her...
Whoa, no.
I've been
We're
to the
not
mall
talking
before.
about her going to the mall or what the neighbor said or didn't say to you. We're talking about the fact that the only one here that we know for sure has cheated is you.
Yes.
Do you not find that inconsistent, incomprehensible? Do you not find that astoundingly hypocritical that you, in fact, are cheating and you are accusing her of it?
That tape really drove me nuts, and I really believe she had an affair. When I heard the tape, I went to a doctor, I went to the exes, I showed his wife. I mean, there was no closure. I couldn't get it out of my mind.
You went about it the wrong way.
But that's
it
delusional
made me-
thinking, Mario. That's delusional thinking.
That's why I asked for the help. Because, if this guy is saying that it sounds like me on the tape, I'm not making sense of it. I never believed that was me on the tape. I never believed it.
I get that you don't. I really do. I totally get that
and
you
that's
don't.
why I said if it's not me, I always said then I falsely accused her.
We'll be right back.
Listen, y'all, if this man said one more time the tape drove him crazy, I swear I'm going to reach through the screen and slap him in the face, because that's what I want to do right now. The audacity of this man. The audacity of this man. She likely has never cheated. He has cheated twice that he's admitted to, probably more than that, used her non-existent cheating as an excuse to cheat, and didn't own up to it. The woman had to call her and explain the detailed layout of her own house in order for her to know that this woman had been in her home. This man is terrifying. He is taking doors off of hinges. He is tapping her phone. He is tracking her whereabouts. My question is, why is she still with him? Because I would be gone.
Mario says that he only cheated because he believed that you cheated first. So this was revenge, right?
The only reason
Where
I did
in
it
your-
is I was emotional. I was just feeling beat up by her. I felt she did cheat. I really believed on that tape she had an affair.
So you thought the way to fix this...
I didn't, and I never said that. You're saying that. I never said the way to fix it was to get back at her. I never said that.
Okay, then why did you do it?
When I had my affair, it was more just because I was emotionally beat up and some woman made me feel good. And I never thought I'm going to
So
get
that
revenge
was to
on
help
her.
you? It was to help you feel better?
No, it wasn't even that. I never thought, well, why did I do this? The tape was driving me nuts.
Well, you're telling me I'm putting words in your mouth, so I'm just wanting to use your words.
But
because I will come into your delusional system. I will get inside your delusion and talk to you about this.
But the whole thing is I hear certain things on that tape that just don't make sense.
What you're trying to do is make sense out of nonsense, and that doesn't work. You're trying to justify this.
I mean, obviously you guys did me a favor. You had the test looked at, and if this guy thinks it's my voice, then I made a mistake.
Well, we just played a piece of the tape. We just played a piece of that tape. We have the whole tape. It's 1 minute 40. Now, you time television in seconds, but I want to play this tape. I want to play the whole thing. We got a focus group here, a focus group in this audience. Let's play this tape. Just listen.
Why? Look at me here. How are you supposed to do it? Shut up. Oh, shut up. What? Yes. Listen to that. He does it. All right, I know you're the person. For me to even do this, what are you doing? I'm not. Yeah, I'm not, but you are. As if I don't do it right. I just said it. It happens every time. It's called simulation of biology. What are you doing? What's with it? Okay, whatever. Take a mile. Wait for a while, honey. Whatever you're doing. It's cold. I have to play with the kids. No reason about that. I'm all crazy. What's for that? That's a sequel. You didn't even know that was going to happen. Oh. I get there and have learned to tell you off and stay the hair away.
Now, I'm watching you listen to that, and your face looks like, okay, see? What I'm trying to do is give you a reality check here. You really believe that's a conclusive tape, right?
I don't remember that time. I don't remember it. I don't recall it.
But not remembering when you bugged yourself.
What do you mean not remembering where I bugged myself? I know when I put that tape in my bedroom. I know exactly what day it was. I would remember that conversation.
Saying you don't remember that conversation, you can't even tell what conversation that was. But to go from there to saying that's her with her ex having sex is a big leap. And listen, I'm trying to help you here because I realize you are in pain. Do you get that? Do you get that I realize that you are anguished about this inside? This is tearing you up. I see the pain in your face. Just give me this. Is it possible that tape doesn't say what you think it is? Is it possible that you happen to be married to a woman who takes her vows very seriously and in spite of everything loves you?
I hope.
Is that possible?
I want her to.
Is it possible that you're wrong?
If I am, then I don't know.
So that's a no. It's not possible that you're wrong. You won't even admit into your logic, not your emotion, but even in your logic, you won't admit that you're possibly wrong.
If I'm wrong,
You were suspicious of her before the tape.
No, I wasn't. It was not
Leslie,
before the tape.
you're her really good friend, right?
I am.
How long have you known her?
18 years.
How long have you known him?
10 or so.
Since they got married?
Correct.
Right?
Prior
okay.
to them getting married.
Prior to them getting married?
Yes.
Has he been suspicious of her before this tape?
Yes.
Is he reasonable in his conclusions about her? What do you see?
I see a very jealous, manipulating, controlling, paranoid husband.
How do you know? You're not in my house.
I have hundreds upon hundreds of hours of conversation with Christine on the phone that was taped, as well as in person with her, and I know 100% that she does not do any of the stuff that she's accused of doing. She is the most loyal wife that there could ever be to him, and she went above and beyond any measures that I think any woman ever would to save her marriage, even after she found out of his infidelity. Mario is a very kind, giving person. I do not want to take that from him. I do not dislike him as a person. Their marriage, their relationship is the most unhealthy thing that I have ever seen. He knows that. I have told him that before.
She actually says very nice things about you. She says very nice things about you. But you just want to be obsessed with this. Now, let me ask you, let's assume for argument's sake, that you're correct. Let's say that she has cheated. This is just for argument's sake. I'm not saying it's true, but just for argument's sake, let's say that she has cheated. Okay, what then?
I just wanted us to forgive each other and move past it. I wanted our marriage. I love her. I love our kids. I love the things we did together. I thought we had a lot in common. I thought we enjoyed each other's time. We had some issues. I mean, it wasn't perfect. There were some things that I think we needed to hopefully get through, but for the most part, I think we got along and did a lot of things that a lot of couples didn't do.
So, if it's true that she's cheated on you, then you would forgive her.
In a heartbeat.
Then why don't you just forgive her? Why don't you just say, you know, if she did, I'm going to put it behind me and I'm going to forgive her and move on.
I tried to. I really did. And then when I would hear that tape or think about that tape, I just kept thinking, thinking that I couldn't get through it unless she really asked for that forgiveness. I knew it wasn't real forgiveness. I just couldn't get through that tape.
I can't ask for forgiveness.
If you didn't
No, I'm not
do it.
asking you to. This is all hypothetical. You
Okay,
understand?
I just want him to understand that.
No, I'm not
I
saying
didn't do
that.
anything, so I
wait a
can't ask
minute,
for forgiveness.
And at that point, I wouldn't want you to.
No.
Of course not.
Listen, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, I'm going to tell you that I did something that I really didn't want to do. And I don't very often do things I don't want to do. But I did this knowing that it wasn't a smart thing to do, but I did it anyway. And I'm going to tell you what that was when we come back.
I just have to point out right now when he was talking about their history together, he's talking all in past tense. Like, we loved each other, we've had fun, we did this. Like, it's all past tense, as if he's speaking from the perspective as someone whose marriage is over because he's been cheated on, except he's never been cheated on. The fact that he sat there and listened to that tape where you could hear nothing, he listened to that tape, looked like he was on the verge of tears, about to cry over the nothingness that we all heard in this tape. Why? What is his problem? Like, was he cheated on a lot before he married her? Does this go back to childhood? He seems very controlling. This is very unhealthy for her, for Christine. Very toxic. And I'm trying to understand how this is even safe for her when the man is tracking her down like this and refused to listen to logic.
Mario put a tape recorder in the bedroom because he wanted to catch me doing something wrong.
She can't deny the evidence. I know who it was on the tape. It's not me.
It's ridiculous because I've never been with another man.
Oh, boy. Love is complex, isn't it? Mario wrote into the show because he said the audio tape that you just heard, again, is his wife, Christine, having sex with somebody from her past, an ex. She says the man on the tape is, in fact, her husband. I said before the break I did something that I didn't want to do, and I'm going to tell you what that is now. Last April, Christine took a lie detector test. She passed it. And he said she only passed it because her ex-boyfriend helped her rig the test. She says that is just absolutely not true. So what did I do? We're getting sucked into the delusional system. I had her take another lie detector test. Again. That's Jack Tremarco sitting right there. He's former FBI. He's trained their polygraphers. He's done thousands of these things. This guy, he's the guy. If you want to know the truth, this is the guy. And I don't know what's in this envelope, but I can tell you, she volunteered to do it. She said, I'll take another lie detector test. Now, why did I not want to do it? Because I don't want to be sucked into your delusional system. And, you know, maybe this is going to out you. But take a look at this.
I'm here today to take a polygraph test. I'm going to be answering questions about my fidelity with my husband, Mario.
Hi, Christine. I'm Jack Tremarco.
Hi, Jack.
We'll get to the truth, and everybody, I hope, is a little bit happier. This is going to go around your midsection. The next one will go just above there, and these finger plates will go on your left hand.
I'm ready?
There we go. Have you had sex with anyone other than your husband?
No.
All right.
Thank you.
It's nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. I finished the polygraph test, and I feel like I passed, and I feel great.
Okay, now, we taped the preamble to this test because we wanted you to see the dynamic of them meeting and stuff. We don't actually tape the test because that would be in violation of the protocol, and he doesn't violate protocol. So we aren't permitted to tape any of his tests, but we tape the meeting. You understand, if you fail this, I'm going to look like a complete moron.
I understand that.
Question number 1, have you had intercourse with anyone other than your husband since marrying him? Her answer, no. The result, not deceptive. She was telling the truth. Question number 2, is that your husband Mario's voice on the audio tape? Her answer, yes. Result, not deceptive. She was telling the truth. Jack, is this a good test?
It's a great test.
Was it clean? Did any problems? Did you detect any effort on her part to deceive the test, to beat the test, to manipulate the test in any fashion whatsoever?
No, no attempts at countermeasures. The physiological responses were clean and clear. They were consistent, and they were significant.
So this wasn't a close call. It wasn't like, she just barely got over the line. This was
close.
This was
Wasn't
not
close
even,
at all, Dr. Phil.
Wasn't even a close call.
No.
So you're convinced, based on your interview and based on the results, that this is a good test, that in fact she has not had sex with anyone since marrying her husband, and that is she does believe that's his voice on the audio tape.
She was non-deceptive to both relevant issues.
What do you want to say?
Obviously, I made a mistake, and you know that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but I just don't know why I don't. When I hear that thing, it just does not. I don't remember that. I don't remember that time. I don't remember that conversation. I don't remember it.
We've had it evaluated by a forensic expert. We had her go through a polygraph exam for the second time.
And I'll give her a ton of credit. I appreciate that she did that.
Okay, I didn't ask you to appreciate that she did it. Do you accept the validity of the results, that you have scientific evidence that says you're wrong?
Yeah. I do.
I don't care what you tell yourself the tape says. You have scientific evidence that you are wrong. Not once, but twice. And you're being less than honest with me when you tell me that you only became suspicious of her when you heard that tape. That's a load of crap. You wouldn't have been recording her if you weren't already suspicious of her.
I became suspicious when the neighbor told me that.
You were suspicious. If y'all didn't hear it, he just said, I became suspicious when the neighbor told you that. You were suspicious before the neighbor told you that. Did you accuse her of cheating before the neighbor told you that?
No. I never
Yes, you
accused her of
have.
cheating. When?
You always make comments about anybody I come in
I never accused
contact
you of
with.
cheating before the neighbor told me that, and before I found out where that person lived, and
Okay.
I didn't.
You know, I said I didn't want to do this, and you want to know what pushed me over the line to go ahead and do it?
Sure.
I did this for you.
Thank you.
So you could see that there's not anything you can do to change his mind. So one of two things needs to happen. You either need to get some serious help about your illogical thinking and your obsessive need to be suspicious of her as a way of protecting yourself, or you need to get out of this relationship. Because if he's not willing to respect some boundaries and get some help, then this is going to get worse, not better, and I believe you could be in jeopardy. I don't take lightly saying that, particularly because I know you take your vows very seriously, as I took mine. But there comes a point at which self-preservation has to take over, and so you need to know that. You need to understand that your thinking is not right here. Look, it's not just about the tape. I mean, you're going around, you're following your wife around, you're planting recorders, you're putting bugs on her GPS. That's not healthy behavior. That's not good for you. And it's certainly not good for her.
I wrote the show because I wanted to get help to save our marriage.
Seeing
There
other
is
women
nobody
doesn't
else
help.
out there that would stop that. And I'm happy you passed the test, because obviously I need to find out what's wrong.
Well, I just want you to find happiness and peace and get the help that you need, but there is no marriage.
Okay, so we have Mario and Christine. Mario wrote into the show because he is paranoid that his wife is cheating. He says that he caught her on tape. He bugged her and caught her on tape cheating with another man, except it's likely his voice, and also nothing happened in the tape. It's just people talking muffled and laughing, probably him. It sounded to me like him, but who knows? You couldn't even, the dialogue was indecipherable. There were no activities happening in the tape. This man is ridiculous. The fact that she even had to take a second polygraph is ridiculous, but I like what Dr. Phil said, that he did that not for Mario. He did that for her to prove to her he's not gonna change his mentality just because she took a second polygraph. There is literally nothing that she can do to assuage his feelings of paranoia and fear and his issues with control. I like that Dr. Phil said that she might be in danger if he doesn't change, and that she should consider leaving the marriage. And he absolutely needs some psychological, emotional help. Either way, whether he gets that help or not, I still personally feel like she should leave or move out or kick him out of the house or something, because how does she even feel safe with a man taking a door off hinges and bugging the house to tape her privately and tracking or tapping her phone? She's had to change her phone number 8 times. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know what his problem is. The fact that he is so obsessed with the idea of her cheating, but he is cheated in retaliation for the non-cheating, because she never cheated on him. He cheated on her in retaliation. Intentionally, he cheated to soothe the feelings of betrayal that he never should have been feeling. It is wild to me. And this man is not safe. She is not safe in a home with this man. But what did y'all think about this? What do you think about Mario? What do you think his problem is? Have you ever been this paranoid and found out you were wrong? Have you been on the receiving end of this type of paranoia and control? To me, this is abuse. This is a form of abuse. She should get out. And the whole thing with him saying he only became suspicious after the tape, Dr. Phil had to point out to him, you had to be suspicious of her in order to tape her in the first place, so quit lying. He's not even honest with himself. What do you think about Christine? What do you think she should do? Do you think she has ever cheated? I don't. The polygraph result says that she hasn't. What do you think she should do? Should she leave him? Is she safe in a home with him? What do you guys think about the situation? Tell me, let me know. Drop it in the comments.